Here's the bed, all made pretty, and Mom's favorite colors of blue, with, of course, birds. She always loved her bird. Actually, you guys have never seen, this is my Amish oak hickory bed in my bedroom. And yes, that's an Amish quilt on the bed. Because you know, I was born and raised in Amish country. There's the little birdies. And there's a close-up of some of the patterns on the quilt. And if you knew my mother on her bed, even though it was made, she'd always have a blanket folded up at the bottom of her bed. The reason she had this blanket folded up right here was so in the afternoon she could take a little nap and never ever mess up her bed. She wouldn't want to mess up and have to read. Breakfast in bed for Mother's Day. Who's ready? Hello, this is Melissa from Buckeye Girls Reason Things. This is a collaboration with Accessorize Your Life, Julia. Please check out the playlist. And this is Brunch in Bed for Mother's Day. As you know, my mom, Dad, they had an 80-acre farm in the heart of Amish country. So nothing frilly, nothing fancy for them. They just like the simple things. So this would be what she would enjoy for brunch in bed, which she would never let you do, because she was the life of the party and loved to be with everybody chit-chatting. But if she did, this would be her bed, and this would be what she would want. And she always loved quilts and big fuzzy blankets. Breakfast in bed for Mother's Day. Who's ready? This is the brunch for my mom. My mom wasn't a very big breakfast person. If you ask her what she wanted for breakfast, she'd always say, just give me a cup of coffee. But if you pushed her a little more, she'd say, I want my normal peanut butter toast. And I added some fruit because she always loved fruit too, so she'd probably appreciate this. And for Mother's Day, I always like to get her roses. Normally in the form of rose bushes, but roses. She always had a big rose garden. And she loved her flowers. I always like to get her flowers for Mother's Day. And her favorite rose was orange roses. So here would be her brunch. Something simple, because she didn't like breakfast very well. Here's a picture of my mom and dad. She wouldn't allow breakfast in bed. She was the life of the party. And my dad was the quiet, reserved guy, farmer, and truck driver. So you'd never ever find her wanting breakfast in bed. She'd want breakfast where everybody else was, because she was a chatter, much like me. But here is Mom's breakfast in bed.